Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to you all. We are back from the not so long weekend. How did you all feel when it was announced on Friday that the holiday actually took place on Saturday? I myself was kind of distraught. But as with all other religious holidays, it was still a peaceful day. They also announced for it to be a dry night from yesterday night until tonight at 7:30 p.m., just to let you all know. And this probably should tell us not to book flights ahead until the moon has been sighted for future purposes, just to be on the safe side. But don't worry, because we still have a couple of holidays to look forward to. Like in November, there's bound to be another religious holiday. And then there's going to be a 2-day holiday for the UAE's National Day. So that should be exciting. Plus December, Christmas coming up soon. But let me know what you guys did over the weekend anyway. Or were there any blunders or any staycations that had to be cut short? These are still kind of entertaining stories to look back upon. Like, these things happen, of course. The KHDA even responded back to the students saying, announcing a really sassy tweet about students having to go back. So that's hilarious. Always check out KHDA's tweets, you guys. Whoever's running that account, legend, literally props to you. But on to our first story for today. I want to talk to you guys about the former Nike DXB athlete who just completed the famous Hood to Coast Challenge, and she was the only Arab taking part, mind you. So Laura Falaha, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, completed the 320-kilometer challenge from the top of Mount Hood in Oregon, and you have to reach to the seaside coast. So that's 320 kilometers. I can't even complete a 3-kilometer walk. So that is incredibly amazing. She was chosen to take part from over 730,000 participants around the world. And as stated earlier, she was the only Arab who took part, and she completed it. And she also used to be part of the Nike running club here in Dubai. So props to you, Laura. Good job. And we hope to see more Arab athletes really come into the forefront of these achievements. Always a good thing. And on to our next story, we have His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who actually addressed a couple of the key issues and triumphs for the next season ahead here in Dubai. He always wants it to be transparent in terms of the governance. So he listed down a couple of the things that have been going well for the UAE and what hasn't been. So the letter was directed at officials actually and residents alike, and I'll read it. It's as follows. He said, first thing, officials and ministers should be in the field, not in conferences, working among citizens and making observations on the ground, not in conference halls and the corners of forums. Makes sense. Second thing, don't tarnish the UAE's image on social media. Neglect on social media platforms can tarnish the reputation and long-standing credibility of the UAE that has been built over the years. And the UAE will not accept the small number of online users who taint the legacy of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan and his vision. Again, makes sense, because why would we do that? The late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan is pretty much, started the basis of everything that we see in the UAE today. Emiratization is also, as he says, is the UAE's top priority. So complaints from the public, he acknowledged the complaints from the public, and he assured residents that emiratization is a top priority. So this season they'll actually take more actions towards that. So more jobs will be given towards Emiratis, and they'll be given more roles in different sectors. And on to the fourth one, he says there will be more projects to drive the economy to the top, and that is needed. So the UAE is on the lookout for exceptional economy driving ideas. So if you have any of those ideas, the UAE is always welcome to hearing about it and seeing if it can be put forward. And he ended it off by saying the future is bright, and that the UAE is the best prepared nation for the future and is the fastest growing in a number of projects and the most competitive in the region. We can see that with a number of initiatives that have already taken place in 2019 alone, with Expo 2020 coming up soon. And we're not surprised. We probably won't be surprised to see more and more things happening, as the months grow closer to 2020 and even beyond that. Anyway, that is it for me for today's Lovin Daily Live. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. But before we sign off, I actually wanted to let you guys know that we've got 2 lives that's going to be recorded this week for the Lovin Show with Casey. So we're going to be talking to the first professional Emirati national pro golfer, Ahmed Musharraf, and Omar Burkan. And if he sounds familiar to you, Omar Burkan, he was actually in the headlines. I don't know if you remember, like a couple of years back, for having been kicked out of Saudi supposedly for being too good looking. So he's going to be on the show this Wednesday. We're going to be talking to him all about that and everything else, what he's currently doing. He's based in Dubai. So, stay tuned, and that is it. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Bye.